there. Got about another minute, give or take. How's it going today? All right. Hello there. So I'm going to begin. I'm going to talk today about, first of all, my name's Tim Herron. My email is timherron69@gmail.com. I have a blog called Wallacksword, WALLACHSWORD.com. You can go there. Also, my YouTube channel is Tim Herron-Longevity, and you can get on there. So let me just do a little bit of a recap. Our first webisode was defining an entrepreneur. Then we went into the day in the life of an entrepreneur, and then we went into what are the strengths and weaknesses that you have, and everything that I've been doing in there so far. I've been talking about your mindset. What is your mindset? What is what is your state of mind? So in that regard, we're going to talk today about mind conditioning. Okay, so how we condition our minds affects the type of entrepreneur that we're going to become. You have to be present in your mind. So it's very important for you to be present inside your mind, meaning be in reality, okay? Because ultimately you're going to win or lose in between your ears. That's where you're going to either win or you're going to lose, okay? And in that, take steps. Take everything step by step. You already have your vision. You have your goals. You have your plan in front of you. Okay? Break that down into little small steps. Okay? How do I get here? What do I do to get from here to there? Okay? And everything in there has to have, for you, because it does for me, a sense of urgency, okay? Making sure that you have a sense of urgency in what it is that you're doing, okay? There has to be some sort of that sense of, I have to do this now, or this has to get done on schedule, okay? And by that comes with, all those different things in there come with some sort of a sacrifice, okay? So today I really want to talk about the mind conditioning, controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts, getting all those things in order, and in there is sacrifice. So every great entrepreneur has sacrifice, some sort of a sacrifice going on in their lives, something that they've sacrificed in order to get where they're going. So in that regard, I want to ask you, what is it that you're sacrificing? And also, I want you to think of, why is it that you're sacrificing that? Okay, I need to get here in my vision. I need to get here in my goals for my entrepreneurship. Okay, great. So now, what are you sacrificing to get there? Because everyone has to. You have to sacrifice something on some level. And then, why exactly are you sacrificing that? Okay? So, in that regard, you have to make the reward greater than the sacrifice. Okay? So, is your reward at the end of the day worth the sacrifice that you're making? So, and what is it that you're sacrificing? And there's always something in there. When I was doing all my entrepreneur endeavors, I sacrificed a lot of time with growing up with other kids or doing a lot of that stuff. I didn't do a lot of that. My visions was for trying to figure out different ways of making money. Okay, so I sacrificed not a lot of my childhood, but I sacrificed some of those things to get where I wanted to be. I was learning as much as I could from as many mentors in my life as possible, and each one taught me different things. So I sacrificed that, but I gained so much knowledge that carried me through to this day. So I sacrificed a lot of growing up like that in exchange for working and learning. Having 3 jobs in my early teens. I went over that before, but my 3 jobs: carrying golf clubs at a country club, working for my family's business, and selling magazine subscriptions door to door. 3 jobs. If I could have 4 or 5, then I'd cut lawns, I'd shovel snow, whatever it is that I had to do, to 1, to earn money, and then 2, to try and figure out different ways of making money from different people. I learned everything from different people, so I sacrificed some of my growing up, but I learned a ton. Always better to not talk so much and to listen, and that I learned a ton. So mind conditioning, very, very important. How are you conditioning your mind? The stronger your mind, the better instincts you're going to have. Okay, so the stronger you build your mind, the more secure you build your mind, the more you're going to be able to trust in your instincts. Every great entrepreneur has instincts. And every great entrepreneur definitely has great instincts because they're making the right decisions. Do I do this? I don't know why I'm doing this, but I trust my gut. I planned it out. I thought it through. And this is what I trust in because my plan is sound. My mind is sound. My vision is sound. My instincts will be sound. So the more you're able to trust in your mind because it's conditioned well, the better your instincts will be. And the more you're going to lean on those instincts because it's second nature. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I feel it, right? And your instincts are going to become more real for you. Another thing I mentioned earlier was the sense of urgency. You have to have some sort of a sense of urgency in what you're doing, especially as an entrepreneur. That sense of urgency that this has to get done, right? It's planned out, it's thought out, and I have to have a sense of urgency. There's got to be an end game, not just say, well, I can do that tomorrow, I can do this another day, and because we're not promised that. We have it right now, so let's do it now. There's no better time to act on your vision and to act on your plan than the present day. So definitely your instincts, your sense of urgency, and when you're starting to follow a lot of those, that's where you either win it or you lose it between your ears. We're our own worst enemies in that regard. we win and lose in between these things right there. Okay? So, you have to condition your mind, okay, in order to bring your vision to fruition. Okay? So, really, that question that I want to ask everyone and to send in to me is, what exactly are you sacrificing? And why are you sacrificing it? Okay? So, think of your mind conditioning first. That's what I want you to think of. Think of my mind conditioning. Am I conditioned for success? Am I conditioned for completing my vision? Is my mind conditioned for that? When your mind isn't conditioned well, when your mind isn't focused on your vision, okay, you're going to get sidetracked. Well, what if this comes up, and what if that comes up? Well, I was thinking about that, and okay, but that has nothing to do with your vision. Control your mind again, and get off to that vision. Okay, you're going to find that once your mind is more conditioned, your instincts will become second nature. All right. So at the end of the day, what I want you guys to do is send in to timheron69@gmail.com. And I want you to send me in, what are you sacrificing for your vision? And why are you sacrificing that for your vision? At the end of all of that, what it is that you sacrificed for must be greater than the sacrifice. It has to mean more in order for it to really be worth your sacrificing. Are you sacrificing time? Are you sacrificing friends, so-called friends, right? Are you sacrificing free time? Are you sacrificing relationships? Are you sacrificing money? Are you sacrificing? What are you sacrificing? And why are you doing that? Because when you can answer that question of why you're doing that, then your vision can become more clear. Your mind will be more at ease because everything will make more sense. Yes, I'm doing this, I'm sacrificing this, and getting this. It's not going to be easy. No entrepreneur has an easy go of it. Because here's the thing. You know your strengths. You know your weaknesses. And sometimes you just have to go it alone, being an entrepreneur. And when that happens, especially, in the beginning, a lot of times when you're not able to partner with other people and you're not doing that, you have to rely on you. You're gonna go it alone. And so when you're going it alone, you have to trust that your mind is sound. You have to trust that you know what you're doing, where your vision is going. You have to trust in your instincts. You have to have the sense of urgency and be aware of what it is that you're going to have to sacrifice to get where you want to go, and why are you doing that? And at the end of the day, payoff has to be the payoff. So, again, send that to me. What you're sacrificing? Why is that it is that you're sacrificing that? It can be one. It can be two. It can be three things. It can be a bunch. Like I said, mine was childhood. Right, sacrificed a lot. I had a good childhood, but you know what? I worked a ton, learning different trades, learning different ways of making money. Learning how to be a man, learning how to how to turn $1 into 20. How to do all these different things. And I learned different things from different people, and as I grew, I was piecing them all together. But my sacrifice, like I said, was growing up, as regular children would. I didn't have that, but I loved it, right? Because it got to me, at 20 years old, opening up international business, going, all these different things as I went. So I sacrificed a lot of those things, but it was worth it for me. Well worth it for me. So, again, my email is timharron69@gmail.com. What is it that you're sacrificing? Is your mind conditioned? Why are you sacrificing it? So thank you very much for joining me on the Periscope. And I will see you on Thursday. I will be doing the webisode version of this. So I'll be answering people's questions, going through that. And I'll be doing everything on my webisode number 5, Mind Conditioning. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day and be prosperous.